All right, to watch this video for Wednesday, December 13th. Looks like we actually hit all-time highs today in the SPY, so very, very strong market. Boring afternoon. We had a decent morning. The afternoon, just things were just. I didn't place a trade for the last few hours, and I was in front of my screens the whole time, so it was just dead. But that's all right. Daily goal in the morning is always a good thing. Here's my watch list going into Wednesday. I don't love this thing. All right, this YTEN pops from 2 to like 850. And then has a down day on much lower volume. But you know what? Sometimes we get a third day play. I don't really know what popped that one. I think it was some kind of fluff news story. But I don't know. It's still worth watching because it made such a crazy intraday move that I do want to watch it tomorrow. This is a very short list today, by the way. Just couldn't find much. SNSS put in kind of a quiet inside day near the highs of yesterday's huge day. So I'm going to watch that one. No trades in it today. HMNY gapped up on good news, but sold off all day. I still think, it's got good support down here below. I think this might be one that the sellers just got a hold of today, and then tomorrow it could turn back up. It definitely had some shorts scared, right? I was telling the chat room members that if you, just yesterday or the day before, I was literally looking at this thinking HMNY is done, right? And since I was thinking that, you have to figure most of the crowd probably was too, because we had a great bounce attempt in November. I thought we were going to squeeze up and maybe not come up to here, but I really thought we were going to squeeze in November. It just kept pushing at this 14 level and then started to sneak out, and then it just fell apart and then gapped down and fell apart. So it really felt done. Like, what in the heck is going to get this thing going? And then today it gaps up on news. The Movie Pass, I think, being sold at Costco or something. It should, vastly increase the membership of Movie Pass. And so we'll see. But the sellers definitely got a hold of this on an intraday basis and grinded it lower. Sometimes that happens, and the very next day it pops. I don't generally like this setup, because everyone long as we close near the lows here, and the market's still open for another minute or so. Everyone long from today is underwater, so they become pretty heavy. But sometimes the very next day they can get going. I did like the news on it, so I certainly want to have it on watch. CUR, well, last time I looked at this was close to $2. So we had kind of a solid green candle. And now that we're closing down here, I like it a little bit less, but I'm still going to put it on balance watch. PTI had, I made one call on this one today, and it worked pretty well over 550. And it went nicely higher from there. I can actually show you that on 2-minute candles. I called it long right through here, like literally 3 minutes in. So from 550 we got to move to 615, which is percentage wise you can make your whole day right there. And these are 2-minute candles, so literally in 4 minutes you can make your whole day right there. And it ended up doing kind of a second wave that I did not participate in. But when you go to the daily, you know what, I don't know, it's closing nicely above its open but well off its high, so who knows. Definitely want to be on watch tomorrow. CBIO had this gap up and then kind of a nasty intraday range yesterday, but then a quiet inside day closing green today. Want to watch that one. UEPS, very strong move today in kind of a, I don't know, weird tape in the market, but it's in a range here, and it's just made a kind of a big 2-day move to the top of its range. So I'm not in love with it. I feel like it needs to consolidate under 1150 for a few days, but I don't know. I'm going to start watching it tomorrow. And then lastly, I have ELTK, which also gave back, last time I looked at it, I think it was over 4. So it gave back a lot of this pop too, closing at 382. But maybe we get a red to green in that one. And that's literally my entire list. Just before I get off here, a quick couple highlights. Let's see. XNet. 5-minute candles. Wayne called this in chat today. Over 1650. Look what happens. I mean, again, we talk about this all the time. We like trades that work right away. Over 1650, which was right there. 1651. These are 5-minute candles. So within 10 minutes, it's up to 1795. This is what we're all about. Entries that should work right away, right? So you don't have to worry. And a beautiful call by Wayne. And even better call, percentage-wise, was Wayne on MARA. Over 590. So MARA looked like this. I put it on radar, said something over the mic. Hey, Wayne, do you like this over 6? Because then you've got high of day and yesterday's high above as stacked catalysts, and the cryptos were stupid strong. Plus, this one had in offering and after hours yesterday, and was still showing great strength this morning, which is a very bullish signal when they trade well above the offering price. So we loved everything about this, so we're looking for an entry. I said, hey, Wayne, what about a whole number break here? High of day just above that. Yesterday's high. So Stats Catalyst, he looks at level 2 and says, you know what, I like it over this 590 seller, which you can see right here, 590. So we talked through this while the chart's unfolding like this. Over the mic, everyone in chat can hear us. And so we came up with that. Well, I should say Wayne came up with the 591 idea, which gets you in anticipation of the 6 high of day and yesterday's high break. And look what happens after 591. I mean, again, worked right away. It wasn't called out after we took it, right? It wasn't, oh, by the way, everybody, I took MARI. It was all talked through. Someone called us air traffic control. They said it was like listening to air traffic controllers, which I thought was a great compliment. You know, there was no, we were in it and then calling it out. We talked through the idea. Anyone and everyone could have had it. And then you see from 591, again, 5-minute candle. So 5, 10, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. It's already at 658 and even does a second wave through 7. All right, so there's an example. Everything we do, we try to find trades that should work right away. That's what our entire course is about. I hate being underwater in a stock. So that is where all of our methodology was born out of. It was me year after year being sick of taking trades and then almost immediately being read in them. I knew there was a better way, and we've absolutely put one together in our course. And again, hate to jinx myself, green every day in November, and so far green every day in December, simply by applying what we teach in our course. All right, I'm done babbling. Have a great night. We'll see everybody tomorrow.